And here we are in Sydney. The round 2 matchup in the Canberra Super Heats versus the New South Wales Phoenix in white. Nick Stevens with you once again. So we are live from Netball Central in Sydney, and we're underway. And on the board are the Heats. They come into this round sitting 6th on the ladder. It's a great dig. And a great swing from the left side. South Wales Phoenix coming into the rounds in 3rd position. Just long. That deep serve just keeps floating. Nice reception, tip from the middle, well controlled. And Gibbons finding the sideline. She has been an absolute weapon the last couple of years for the Phoenix in the Super League. She has a heavy, heavy arm from the left side. Keep an eye on her. She'll be one to watch. She'll be a focal point of the Phoenix's offense as that serve goes long. Younger team for the Heats, but do not sleep on them. They're out to compete. That's a great dig. And just finding the antenna. A very competitive team last year were the Heats, and they'll be looking to take a step forward again this year. Nice deep serve, high ball. Great swing, what a great dig. The Phoenix defending well. Fast ball to the outside this time. The blocking, brilliant. For the Phoenix, Annie Tane, she will be a big factor in the middle, number 8. Nice back set, the blocking once again. Gibbons this time. Bell, the opposite for the Heats. Couldn't find a way through. Another hard float serve. And they're just in difficult situations. This service pressure being backed up, by the block of the Phoenix. So early jump on the scoreboard for New South Wales. And a break there for the Heats. Bell back to serve. Good reception. And they look for Annie Tang. She's going to be formidable in the middle, but that's a great swing inside the block. And down. Great deep serve, under pressure now is the Phoenix. Great slide and just long. Thought that one may have just found the corner. Great run there from the Heats. Taking the pressure straight back to the Phoenix. Nice reception. Oh, big swing. Holly Uren, she is going to be one to watch, the captain of this Heat team. With a lot of confidence there on the left side. Gibbons, nice reception. Slide to Tang is blocked. Some blocking of their own, the Heats. The Heat closing this gap very nicely on the scoreboard. Holly Uren at the service line. She will be a focal point of their offence today. Just sailing a little bit long. Gibbons going for the jump serve. Love to see it, and it's a good one. Well handled, great back set. Going after it, but just long there. After the little lead from the Phoenix, things settling down, just trading some points back and forth. And that one just dropping onto the baseline. The defense from the Heat stepping up nicely. Oh, beautiful reception. Ucell with the tip. Stevens with the bump set out. Ucell with the tip again, but just long. So patient defense from the Heat. Sailing wrong again. Substitution. Smith in to serve. Been with this group for a few years now. Going with her float serve. Well received. Nice play. And just off the arms and out. So great side out from the Heats. So they're starting to settle into their work now. Deep float serve, under pressure, bump set from Stevens. Free ball back though, and the paradise ball that pops up just wide. So Canberra Heats on the power play as well. So they've decided to go early with their power play in this first set. Quick behind, nice tip, it's kept alive. And couldn't quite keep it going. Great defense from the Heat. Tips picked up. Michaela Stevens, national team set up in for New South Wales this week. And that's long, so a handy finish to their power play for the Heat. So 2 points, so a commanding little lead late in this first set, 15-11. Very strong start. That's a better float serve, nice and flat that time, but the pass is great. Zara from the middle, what a swing. Number 7. Too much power. She seems to be a great athlete in the middle. Michaela Stevens urging her charges on. 15-12, they're still in it here. Their blocking defense needs to step up. Michelle going for the spin serve, goes short, just a little too short. So Canberra Heat in the box seat here. 16-12. Deep serve controlled again. Smedley on the back set. She will be one to watch. Again, they find the net on service. Zara that time. So, set point, what a start here for this young Canberra Heat team. Played a little slow start to this set, but they've played exceptionally well since then. Find themselves in the box seat. Smedley blocks back into her head, and it bounces out. Canberra Heat. What a start for this young team, taking it right up to the Phoenix. 18-13 in the first set. After going down 0-5 in round 1 to the Adelaide Storm, the Canberra Heat coming out and just executing brilliantly. Just the start they were hoping for. It's a great diving save and just the desperation to keep the ball alive. That time, New South Wales getting that point, but that's exactly how the Heat will play. They will be desperate for every single point. Thirdly, she will be a focal point of their offense along with Gibbons. And Tang in the middle as well. So the Phoenix looking to respond here in the second set. You need to match the intensity of the Heat defence. They certainly had some blocking pressure early in the match. Probably made a few service errors late, so a few little adjustments to make. As that one long from Bell, just getting under that ball a little bit. I don't think that will worry her. They've stayed in an aggressive frame of mind so far in this first set, and a nice serve. Looking for the middle, but they can't connect. Great reception there. So Smith serving duties again. Jump float. Put some power on that one, and a little bit too much. Just sends that ball long. She'll stay on for setting duties. Great float serve, well handled by Gibbons. They go to the outside. Lucelle. Great swing, great turn down the line. And the float serve. Too much pressure. Michaela Stevens played a lot for the Australian women's team. Back in her state colours this weekend. The setting duties will largely fall on her shoulders. And it's a great serve from her to get a little lead here in this second set and steady the ship. But just as I talk about steadying, of course the error comes. So Burkett, the middle for Heat, back at the service line. Gibbons again, really good delivery. Smerdley in is the call. Like it was close, but a confident call from the Lions referee. That ball clipping the tape and down, little tip controlled. Stevens, get out of my way, she says. And a tip from Gibbons. Just enough to throw the Heat defenders off. Ucell, great float serve. Out of system now, bump set. Any touches? No, says the referee. So 4 touches called there, no block involved. So New South Wales with a hot start. They did start very well in the first, and Heat were able to respond. So see if the Heat can settle, get the side out, and service there again. Just letting them off the hook a little bit as we have a double substitution. So, setter coming into the backcourt and attacker into the front for the Heat. Reverse set. Smerdley is blocked, but just wide. Good spot there by Uren, just didn't get the direction right. the radar on serve for the Phoenix, just off a little bit. And we're going to check in with our sideline reporter, Dominic. How's it looking down there?
Mate, it is loud in here. The crowd is fired up. Honestly, just starting out with the first set, and it's already closer than I thought this game would be. This game's going to be fantastic. Anyone who got a ticket here, best money spent today.
Well, good to hear that supporters are out in force. Certainly a little shockwave through the stadium, I would think, with the Heats storming away with the first set and making a little run here. Nice pass by Yu, and there's Annie Tang.
Yeah, probably further into the game. I'll have some stuff for you.
The experience of Stevens managing that tight pass, and then you can just pop the ball up to Annie Tang. You can solve a few problems off to the University of Texas, I believe. Next year, Annie Tang, keep an eye on her progression, playing with the senior team already as well. That's a great dig by Smerdley. Gibbons. Well, if you're a Canberra Heat fan, that ball popped up to the wrong person. She's just so good in difficult situations. As we see Smerdley hitting the floor. Quick set from Stevens, and Gibbons turning that ball wonderfully down the line. Another service error for the Phoenix. Not impacting them too much just yet as they find themselves up 10-6, but they need to be careful with that as we have a power play called by the Phoenix. So looking to break this set wide open. Great reception from Yi. They go out to Gibbons, and too strong. Finding a way through the block and down. She will be their go-to attacker. Gibbons on the service line now, going for a spin serve. And finding the line, finding the corner. That is one of the most difficult angles to receive. So, fantastic power play so far for the Phoenix on their third point now. Better from Heat. They're in the point and they get the free ball. Vogel went for the push, but into the block, so 3 from 3 for the Phoenix. They've broken this set wide open. The commanding lead, 16-6. They just need to finish off. Opportunity, Vogel keeps it alive. And Gibbons is hot, and they go to her, but good blocking from the Heat. Burkett in the middle of that three-person block. As they reverse the substitution to maintain their three attackers at the net. Bell into the front row. All right, Annie Tang slowed down. Great blocking from Burkett. Nice set. Bell with the tip, but it's picked up by Yi. She's been good so far. Smerdley. Down the line. Tang at the service line. Under pressure are the Heats. It's a nice bump set, but a better block. And that block brings up the second set for the Phoenix. A very, very strong response from them. After dropping the first set, they put on a very commanding performance. As we watch a few replays, we'll be back after this break. So 1-all here in Sydney. A great start by the Heats, putting the pressure right on this New South Wales team. Phoenix had a 3-2 win over the Melbourne Vipers in rounds 1. The Heats going down in 5 sets. 0-5, I should say, to the Adelaide Storm. And they have responded very well in round 2. 1-all and a great ace serve to start things off in set 3. Lineups unchanged. And the ball was long but touched off the block. But good service run from the setter, Riley, number 9, for the Heats. Kayla Stevens, captain. Well received. Just into the net there on the outside ball. So Stevens again. Going cross court. Great reception. Burkett. Great run but blocked. They reset. Opportunity now. That's a big swing down the line and a great dig from Riley. Great block by Burkett. Opportunity now, Smerdley again. She's dug and just out of reach from the sprawling defense of the Heats. Heats certainly making the Phoenix work over and over again. Great rally. Same target for Stevens, and this time the ace. That angle across court, difficult to handle and paying dividends. Showing her experience is Stevens. Where does she go this time? Same angle this time. Beautiful pass. Burkett absolutely hammers that into the libero. A nice dig, but into the referee's stand and out of reach of the chasing defence of the Phoenix. So great response there. Burkett will be a weapon for the Heat in the middle if they can find her. So Vogel back to serve. Yee under pressure. Smurdley. Oh, they had the opportunity. Just a little mix up there. They got the block touch they wanted. Yeah, great blocking. And just a little hesitation from both players. And that's all it takes. After all that, service error. Great reception from Yee. She's been impressive so far, but the blocking continues for the Heats. A little power tip, gets it done. Lixke, that time in the middle. Nice deep serve, Gibbons controls. And she hammers that ball cross court. Burkett in a good position, but just too much power. Trying to find some way to slow Gibbons down. I don't think you can stop her, but if you could slow her down at the right time, might just go a long way. And that's a great set over. Catching the defence off guard. She was a long way off the net. It was a gutsy play, but executed very, very nicely. So much better start from the Heat in this third set. Smurdley again, the blocking fantastic from the Heat. Ucell is dug. And the block from Gibbons, reading that free ball to perfection. Saw that it was going to be pushed over nice and low, and she's just jumped up and swatted that straight back down. Great read from her. Smurdley, jump float. Great set from the libero, and off the block and out. Mei Lin, the libero for Canberra Heat, pushing that out of system ball very, very nicely. Gibbons, she's been devastating from the service line so far, and that will be a relief for the Canberra Heat receivers. Watching that one go wide. Lixke, jump float. They are off the net. New South, and that's just enough for that to go long. The blocking pressure's been fantastic from the Heat. Maybe starting to just make the New South attackers think just a little bit. As that ball just misses the baseline. And Smith will come in as a serving sub for Annie Tang. Great delivery from Uren. They go to Burkett. She's dug. Oh, and somehow Ucell into the block and down. I thought the block was all over that, but she found a way through. So Smith gets to stay at the service line. Going straight down the middle. You ran very well. Handled again, but they give up the free ball advantage. New South, Gibbons. Well, they get off lightly with a tip. But chance again. Stevens. Doug. Defense once again. Smith this time. Deep ball to the corner. That's a great push. Right into the corner. Exactly where no one was. So, substitution for the Heats. As Benson into the game to do some work on reception. And this time, Uren just getting her decision wrong there. I think she wanted to pull away from that pass, but was too far committed. Much better. She's been passing well. Block too good from the Phoenix. So Smith on a fantastic service run here. 13-8. Cramping the reception again. That's a great dig from Smith too as they go to Smerdley. She's dug. This rally continues. There she is, Burkett. Finishing it off. Well done, Heat. Staying patient. Fantastic defense of finding a way through. As we head down to Dominic, what have you got for us, mate?
I just want to highlight, after the second set, you'd think it would be a whitewash for Phoenix. They used their power play so well, scored all possible. But the Heat have slowed it down a little more. And I want to just look to Michaela Stevens on the Phoenix side. She's going to be key to keeping the pace up of the Phoenix side. And I think their faster pace is currently something that Heat can't keep up with. If she can keep the pace of her sets up, I reckon Phoenix will be able to take this one all the way home.
There's certainly a lot of experience in that role for Michaela Stevens, captain and setter for the Australian women's team for some time. So bringing that experience and that faster tempo game to this Phoenix team. And so far, proving the goods in this third set. Lin with a great reception. Burkett dug. Some scrappy touches back and forth. Easy ball. Ah, just out of reach. Gibbons with the little push. I thought that Heat may have been able to control there, but the placement just exceptional from Gibbons in a very difficult situation. So a little service run here for Stevens. Well passed, Milin. And that's antenna by the looks of it, yes. So Bell unable to control on the left side. Heat had some opportunities, just haven't been able to convert so far. 2 big service runs for the Phoenix, one from Smith and now from Stevens. My goodness, Burkett! How about that? Hopefully the super spike sting. Oh, here comes the boom is playing in the stadium, and rightfully so. Massive swing from Burkett. Smerdley, did she find the line? Yes, as she wipes her brow, going, I think I got away there. She did not hit that ball cleanly at all, but doesn't matter how you hit them. If they're in, they're in. So, New South Wales, they've maintained their lead. Set point now in the third set. Nice from Me Lin. And Holly Yu ran, absolutely hammering that ball down the line. Fantastic side out. More of that needed for the Heats. Nice high ball set. Smerdley slips through the fingers, but they're alive. Free ball now to the Heats. Linsky somehow dug by the Heats. And it pays off. Well, some scrappy defence on both sides of the nets, but the New South Wales Phoenix, who seem to be behind in that point, somehow walk away. And they take this third set. As we see on replay here, great service run from Stevens. Burkett, my goodness, that was a good swing and great execution of the roll there from Stevens. Here's the play, just somehow popping up and popping over. And unable to execute on the third contact there. So, great response by this Phoenix outfit. Losing the first set, but they have come out very, very strong in the second and third. So Canberra Heat's time to make some changes and respond. Their good's been exceptionally good. Just maybe made a few errors at the wrong time. Power play still in hand. Both sides with 2 up their sleeve. Lineups out for this fourth set. Unchanged for the Phoenix and unchanged for the Heat. This time Smith with the start. She's been serving for Annie Tang and Long to kick things off here in the fourth. She'll get liberated off. And Burkett to kick things off for the Heats. And an out of rotation call here on New South Wales. So players must stand in the right spot according to where they are in the rotation. The second referee keeping a very watchful eye on making sure they get that right. So, great start for the Heat. Another great serve from Burkett. Gibbons, though, my goodness. Just finding a way to put the ball down in front of the defenders. And they weren't very deep in 6 either, but she's just hits the ball so sharp. Stevens, she was very effective from the service line late in the third set. Canberra Heat will want to side out as quickly as they can, and just missing the hands there, so levelling things up 2-all. Stevens again. Shorter serve, well handled by Uren, and no touches, says the referees. It was a nice swing, but just couldn't find the hands. Smerdley trying to get out to block that ball, and we'll be glad she didn't in the end. I don't think there was any controlling that one. Tip from Linsky. And the block. Great work. Canberra Heat been blocking well this game. So power play called. New South calling it very early on reception, and Gibbons, the block's there, but block and out. Very hard to control the power of Gibbons. Nice reception, nice play, good double block. Linsky and Uren just unable to control. Gibbons spin serve. Controlled by Heat. They have to give up the easy ball. Smerdley in rhythm, off the block and out. When they're in system, this New South team, they are difficult to stop again. A good double block, but just unable to control. So effective power play so far for the Phoenix. And another good serve. Free ball coming for Phoenix. Yee controls. Zara's dug. Great dig by Min Lin, excuse me. And a one-hand dig. Free ball again, though. Another opportunity for the Phoenix. Michelle. Just long. Almost the perfect power play for the Phoenix. Canberra. He's hanging in. You ran to serve. She needs a run. Yes, it's a good start. Under pressure now. And they get it. So there's one. A lot of work to do for the Canberra Heat. Benson back into the game. Number one. Another good serve. Gibbons, the ball pops up in the middle, but she finds the net. So, great run here from the Heats. On the back of Holly Uren's serving. She needs to keep this going. Still have their power plays as well. Canberra, as that one goes long. Shouldn't have said anything. Reverse substitution. So Tang back in to work across the front row. Smith will head out. And Carlson will come in to serve and defend across the back in replace of Zara. Nice serve. And the tip is dug. Great blocking again from the Heat. They go back to Musel, and she's blocked again, excuse me, but dug. Great ball out and great swing. Benson finding a way through into some open court. So the blocking from Heats, creating opportunities and creating pressure as well, making this New South team work and work and work. Quick ball, Annie Tang, great dig. Linsky, they have to give up the free ball. So again, New South go to work. Smerdley, just Benson. Almost had her. See on replay, the Canberra Heat middle's doing a fantastic job getting out to a lot of wing ball. Hopefully some of those blocks start going their way if you're a Heat fan. Nice serve down the line. Well received from Musel. And a tip. Pancake. You ran. Touches. Yes. Off the block and out the back. That's a great swing from her. The block and defense starting to work together now for the Heat. Nice reception. There's a block and a dig. Opportunity, they go to Tang. It's tipped and perfectly placed as she splits all the defenders perfectly, does Tang. Good reception. And too strong. Bell finding a way through and off the defense. Yeah, she's been great. Gibbons. They get one on her, but it's kept up. And long. Canberra Heat starting to string some together now. Their block and defense really impacting this match. Can they keep this run going? So, power play called. That was their last opportunity to call it in this fourth set. So, they're on a roll. Great reception from Yee. The tip is Dark. Great effort. Sprawling across the floor. Gibbons, though. They got her once. A second time seems a lot to ask. With her capabilities, she hammers that ball cross court. So, point two of the power play for the Heats. Oh, that is a very cheeky play. She did that earlier. Did Riley, and she's done it again. Perfect timing. Paquette to serve. Great reception from Gibbons. And a great little change up. The sprawling pancake was made, but in touch. So Stevens serving very effectively. Good front row for New South Wales with Gibbons out on the left side. That is a big swing. New South Wales time to get a block. That's Zara. We called her number a lot, but that is a very tiny block from her. Past. And a great turn off the block from Bell on the right side. Nice steady play there for the Heats. Holding on to their 1 point leads. Bell goes long. Gibbons. That's a great dig from Maylin. There's the call for the Towers. Queen up the courts. So 14 all, point for point. And of course it's Gibbons back to serve. So a little cleaning of the court and substitution just slowing the game down for Gibbons. She stayed composed. There she goes. It's a good serve. A very good serve. It's unable to control the power of Gibbons. Zara taking the opportunity. The net. She got this time. Another good serve. Maylin, great control, but just over. That ball tipped. Right down in the touch. He'd said I was in the back row, must have been below the height of the net when she popped that ball over, but a scrappy play, but it doesn't matter. He needed that and they got it. Yeah, again's been great. Zara this time. Doesn't she like that? Zara to serve. Great reception from UN. Ball dug. Michelle goes after it, but Doug, it's a great dig. Opportunity again. And the tip works. New South Wales just stepping up at exactly that time to break that set open and take the lead. Take the set, so 3 sets to 1. We'll be back for the 5th set after this break. Fifth set underway here. New South Wales just doing all the right things at all the right times. Very late in that fourth. Canberra Heats, a great response after losing the second and third. Can they step up again for some much needed points on the ladder? Every single set brings up points to the ladder for your season, and a great effort, but unable to keep that ball alive. So Canberra Heats will desperately want this set to add to their tally after round one. New South Wales came in third place, so looking to close this match out with another set win. That's a big swing from Burkett. Geez, when she gets that right, it's devastating. New South Wales sitting on 6 points, looking to climb in third place, looking to climb up that ladder by the end of this round. Every set crucial, every round absolutely crucial here in the Super League. And that ball just long. Benson with the start again in this fifth set. And Gibbons looking for a volleyball we can use. She has been serving very, very well. She goes for it again. Mei Lin able to keep it alive, but a free ball. Quick ball to Zara, finds the corner. Great connection there. Gibbons again, much better reception this time. Opportunity. Great swing. And a net touch called against the Phoenix blockers. So a much needed side out for the Heats. They get away from the Gibbons serve. Burkett. Yeah, he's been very, very good. And Ucell takes advantage of a nice pass and a nice set to put that ball away. Zara to serve for the Phoenix. And an easy side out there for the Heats. Great serve from Linsky. Good pressure and an easy ball now. Can they take advantage? The slide. Great dig. Aileen in the great spot. Iran is stuffed. They couldn't. Stuffed block. They couldn't control. And that was Bell on serve. Excuse me. And Linsky on the slide during that rally. But creating great opportunities, the Heat. The block too good there. Smerdley targeting the libero, and it works. Just a little bit too tight on reception. So a little break here for the Phoenix. They jump out to a 6-3 lead. Much better reception in system. And off the block and out goes the captain, Holly Uren. She's back at the service line. So can they find their blocking again, the Heat? They've blocked exceptionally well so far this match. That one into the top of the net. Nice serve down the line from yourself. They go the back set. Linsky, great angle. Cutting that ball back across court. See on replay. Running more of a traditional red or back set with the middle blocker, and it's paid off. Deep serve, cramps the passes, ace. And that was point number one of the New South Wales Phoenix power play. So a very, very timely ace for the Heats. Smerdley from the back row, too strong. Bell in a great position, not too much power. As Anitang comes off and Smith comes on to serve. It's been a regular feature for their game. So power play point number 3 for the Phoenix. Smith goes short, it's well handled. Great effort from Smerdley, but to no avail as a foot violation is called. So you can step on the centre line, you can't step over the centre line. So the diving effort from Smerdley to keep that ball alive is squandered, but Heat letting them off the hook straight away with the service error. South Wales hanging on to a little break. Heat still with a power play up their sleeve. We'll see that coming soon, no doubts. Bell goes hard. One arm dig from you, if you don't mind. And Gibbons not happy with herself as she put that long. We won't do any lip reading just there. But disappointed for letting that opportunity go to waste. So when will Canberra use their power play? It might be right now, yes it is. So doing it on serve, which we don't see a lot. Benson at the service line. Bump set out. Smerdley, great swing, but dug. Opportunity now. Rennie's dug, and they have to give up a free ball. And looking for hands, but she doesn't find them, so opportunities lost for Heats, but still got another 2 points of their power play. And on reception now, so a nice one to side out on, gets 11-10 on the scoreboard. And be right in the hunt for this fifth set. But it's Gibbons at the service line. Great reception. Back set. Bell is dug, but they're under pressure. Oh, Michelle finding a way. Just cutting that back ever so slightly into space. Just out of reach of position 6. And Gibbons again. A little floaty that time. I'm not sure if that was intended, but great dig from Yee. She's been fantastic, and the push is dug. A little misconnection there, and it pays off. Burkett wasn't there to hit, and she just placed it perfectly on to the floor, surrounded by the defenders from New South. So a very handy double point. That's their power play done, Heat, but 12-10. Bump set off the net. Great dig from Burkett. Opportunity now. I think that's come off the face of Smerdley as Uren pops under the net just to say, are you okay? And I think she's fine. I think she's a little bit more disappointed in not getting the block than getting hit in the heads is Smerdley. She was in a perfect position. Must have just gone through her arms. So Zara. That's a great swing across. As Gibbons just checking in there. Never nice copying a nice hard hit to the face. But she's pushing through is Smerdley. So 13-11. Uren has to control. Ucell has to push. And pushes too hard. So Canberra hanging in. Nice hard flat serve. Well controlled from Gibbons. They go to Smerdley. She is dug cross court. Quick in transition is a good option, but they don't quite connect. Linsky not being able to manage that one. Smerdley will come off for a little break. So Brittany Carlson to serve. It's a good serve. Under pressure now. And a great decision. Uren just pushing into the block and down. It's a great choice and a great execution from her. Just before that block can really finish and seal the net. And for her efforts, she gets to take a seat on the bench. Zarek on. Tang receives serve. Ucell with another push, but this time dug. Benson finding a way down the block to tie things up at 14-all. Annie Tang hadn't quite finished her blocking action yet. Waiting for the referee's call. She's looking to her linesman, and out is the call. So, Canberra Heat find themselves 15-14 up. Deep serve, handled. Tip this time. Well, that's a little bit too easy if you're a Canberra Heat fan. No one hitting the floor for that ball. Grace Leo scoring that ball. Good placement from her. Sell into the net, so handy break for Canberra. As they inch ever so closer to taking this fifth set. Just long. 16-all now. Annie Tang staying on to serve in this rotation. Short, it's handled. Benson looking to go sharp cross and couldn't find it. As Vogel will come in to replace her. Try and just slow the game down a little bit. For a short serve again from Tang. Great reception. Burkett. Free ball now. They go to the skipper, and she's blocked. Zara and Gibbons shutting down the pipe and shutting down this match as they take the fifth set 18-16 and take the match 4-1. Canberra Heat dropped away a little bit after the first set in the second and third, but really pushed hard in the fourth and fifth, and it was really New South Wales just stepping up right at the end of those two sets just to snatch them away from the Heat. So a very close match here in the Mahindra Australian Volleyball Super League round 2, the women's match in Sydney. Of course, the men coming up next, so don't go anywhere as we get ready for that. But a great result if you're a Phoenix fan. Some much needed points to push them up the ladder in this short Super League season. And Dominic down courtside with one of the New South Wales Phoenix players. Dominic.
So we've got Michaela Stevenson. Michaela, that's your first ever win in Super League history against the Heat. So how does that feel?
Feels good. Yeah, nice.
And you guys today, 67% of power play success rate. You scored a good amount of points in the power play. The girls love the extra pressure.
Yeah, I guess, diamonds are made under pressure, and we delivered today. Hopefully we can do it again in the future.
And, well, camera's yours. If you want to say anything out to, especially the New South people who are watching the programs and all that, if you have anything to say to them, please feel free.
Come and watch us. We play at Shoalhaven next in October on the 11th, I think. We would love to see our New South Wales community out there, so come and support us.
Thank you so much. Michaela Stevens.
Thanks, Dominic. Well-run offense by Michaela today, really stepping up with some good service runs at times as well to steer the ship for this Phoenix outfit. They'll look to regroup and keep working on things as they climb the ladder in the Mahindra Australian Volleyball Super League. And we'll head back down to Dominic with some more courtside interviews. Dominic.
So, mate, tough game against the Phoenix today. How'd you find that game?
Good. I mean, it was fun. I think everyone really left everything we had out there. And they played really well, and I think we just couldn't quite get over the line, but a great game all around.
And some big hitters on the Phoenix side. How'd you feel that in defense can always be scary going up against big hitters? You got some on your own side, but how did it feel coming up against the Phoenix?
Oh, it's definitely scary. I mean, they've got some big hitters, but the best thing is, like, I know we have such a great block, and I trust them 100%. And all I have to do is stand outside it, and they'll direct the ball right to me. So,
thank you so much, and good luck with your game next week. Thank you.
Yes, thanks, Dominic. And thanks, May. I thought she was fantastic today, the libero for the Heat women, along with Holly Uren, the captain, Burkett as well. Some really promising signs for the Heats. Their block really having an impact in today's match, so definitely some things for them to build on as they push forward in this season. And moment of the match, it's a great dig by Annie Tang, the tall middle getting down, and there's that block to finish off the match and the fifth set. So a dig from the middle, we love a middle dig, and a nice big block, but good to see Holly Uran, the captain, just swinging hard no matter what moment it is in the match. But the block too good there. So we go through some replays, and these replays will take us to a break before we get into the men's match.